There is an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve. There is an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve. There is an infinite amount of cash at the Federal Reserve.
Good morning, Bitcoin. Today is Tuesday, June 2nd, 2020. My name is Thomas Hunt, and this is the World Crypto Network. The price of Bitcoin is down 6.9% in the last 24 hours, with a last of 9,534, a high of 10,398, and a low of 9,150. That's $1 for 10,487 Satoshis. Volume was incredibly high for a Tuesday, with Bitcoin seeing new highs and new recent lows, with 29,393 Bitcoins changing hands. The margin continues to lean long, with 85% of the market now heading that direction, up from 80% previously. Bitcoin dominance is at 65.84%. Checking out the Book of Satoshi, the book containing all of Satoshi Nakamoto's emails, which I'm sure you have a copy of. Chapter 6, about centrally controlled networks versus peer-to-peer networks. Satoshi makes a reference to the ability of governments to shut down any centralized system, such as the music file-sharing website Napster or the digital gold currency e-gold. Pure peer-to-peer network systems have been demonstrated to be more resilient. As Satoshi says in the email, lengthy exploration of a vulnerable system to use of force monopolies elided. You will not find a solution to political problems in cryptography. Satoshi Nakamoto, yes, but we can win a major battle in the arms race and gain a new territory of freedom for several years. Governments are good at cutting off the heads of a centrally controlled network like Napster, but pure P2P networks like Nutella and Tor seem to be holding their own. Satoshi Nakamoto. I also found this really interesting while I was browsing the index looking for hardware wallets, which I didn't find. There's an interesting footnote here. What the OP described is called cornering the market. When someone tries to buy all of the world's supply of a scarce asset, the more they buy, the higher the price goes. At some point, it gets too expensive for them to buy anymore. It's great for the people who owned it beforehand because they get to sell it to the corner at crazy high prices. As the price keeps going up and up, some people keep holding out for yet higher prices and refuse to sell. And this is what I thought was so interesting. It says, the Hunt brothers famously bankrupted themselves trying to corner the silver market in 1979. Brothers Nelson Bunker Hunt and Herbert Hunt attempted to corner the world silver markets in the late 1970s and early 1980s. At one stage, holding the rights to more than half of the world's deliverable silver. During Hunt's accumulation of the precious metal, silver prices rose from $11 an ounce in September 1979 to nearly $50 an ounce in January 1980. Silver prices ultimately collapsed below $11 an ounce 2 months later. Much of the fall on a single day, now known as Silver Tuesday, was due to changes made to the exchange rules regarding the purchase of commodities on margin. Interesting stuff. I thought it was funny that it was the Hunt brothers. And shout out to Phil Champagne for signing my book. Pretty cool to have the Book of Satoshi, all of Satoshi Nakamoto's emails available in a nice book form. And we've got more books for you before we get started. Still warming up. This is from Mastering Bitcoin by Andreas Antonopoulos. User security best practice. Humans have used physical security controls for thousands of years. By comparison, Our experience with digital security is less than 50 years old. Modern general-purpose operating systems are not very secure and not particularly suited to storing digital money. Our computers are constantly exposed to external threats by always-on internet connections. They run thousands of software components from hundreds of authors, often with unconstrained access to the user's files. A single piece of rogue software, among the many thousands installed on your computer, can compromise your keyboard and files, stealing any Bitcoin stored in wallet applications. The level of computer maintenance required to keep a computer virus-free and Trojan-free is beyond the skill level of all but a tiny minority of computer users. Despite decades of research and advancements in information security, digital assets are still woefully vulnerable to a determined adversary. Even the most highly protected and restricted systems in financial service companies, intelligence agencies, and defense contractors are frequently breached. Bitcoin creates digital assets that have intrinsic value and can be stolen and diverted to new owners instantly and irrevocably. This creates massive incentive for hackers. Until now, hackers had to convert identity information or account tokens, such as credit cards and bank accounts, into value after compromising them. To fight the difficulty of fencing and laundering financial information, we have seen ever-escalating thefts. Bitcoin escalates this problem because it doesn't need to be fenced or laundered. Its extrinsic value is within a digital asset. Fortunately, Bitcoin also creates the incentives to improve computer security. Whereas previously the risk of computer compromise was vague and indirect, Bitcoin makes these risks clear and obvious. Holding Bitcoin on a computer serves to focus the user's mind on the need for improved computer security. As a direct result of the proliferation and increased adoption of Bitcoin and other digital currencies, we have seen an escalation in both hacking techniques and security solutions. In simple terms, hackers now have a very juicy target, and users have a clear incentive to defend themselves. Over the past 3 years, as a direct result of Bitcoin adoption, we've seen tremendous innovation in the realm of information security in the form of hardware encryption, key storage, and hardware wallets, multi-signature technology, and digital escrow. In the following sections, we'll examine the best practices for user security. Hardware wallets. In the long term, Bitcoin security will increasingly take the form of hardware tamper-proof wallets. Unlike a smartphone or a desktop computer, a Bitcoin hardware wallet has just one purpose: to hold Bitcoin securely. Without general-purpose software to compromise and limited interfaces, hardware wallets can deliver an almost foolproof level of security to non-expert users. I expect to see hardware wallets become the predominant method of Bitcoin storage. I agree with him there. And also thanks to Andreas for signing my book there. So very cool stuff. Mastering Bitcoin, Andreas Antonopoulos. And now we come to what we're here to talk about today. It's certainly not Hex. You guys are hilarious in the chat. Thanks for the $2 though. Today we're going to talk about Bitcoin hardware wallets. And first, let's round up which ones have I managed to get together for you today. We've got the OpenDime. This is kind of the piggy bank of Bitcoin hardware wallets. You can really only use it once, but they're also kind of inexpensive. This could be a good way to give people Bitcoin as a gift. We've also got the Ballet crypto wallet. This is another kind of low security wallet. It's not your ultimate vault or anything like that, but this could be a great way to hand out Bitcoin to friends, especially to get them started. We've also got, I think it's a Bitbox 1, not a Bitbox 2, but we'll find out when I open it. It's from Shift Crypto, and it's more of a secure hardware wallet, more of a long-term one. I especially like seeing here that it's USB-C, at least the 2. I'm sure the 1 will probably be normal. And finally, I've got a Trezor. so we can try that out. All right, the way this is going to work is I haven't done this in advance. This is like a real cooking show. I have an unopened bag of OpenDime little hardware wallets. I'm just like you. I don't know what to do. Let's find out what's going on here. So, and again, I'm going to make mistakes. I hope it goes right. My goal is to put $5 of Bitcoin on each one of these hardware wallets, and for you guys to get a chance to see what they're like. Some of them I got for free. Other ones I had to pay for. So this is the OpenDime. Pretty simple on the card. Comes with a sticker. That's a good idea. And get started instructions. Can't quite read those. Let's try a little more. No, it's just going to be too bright. Anyway, it says plug into USB, open index.htm, follow the steps. So that's pretty simple. Let's take a look at the actual OpenDime wallet right here. You can see it's a little chip thing. It's got a little USB on it. And later on, there's some kind of weird key that we have to poke out. I'm told, I think we have to put a push pin through that white hole right there that says Bitcoin. But for now, let's take the USB end, this weird chippy thing, not the keychain end or whatever this is. Let's see. All right, so there's a green light on the outside of the little chip thing, and there's a red light that's blinking at me. So something is happening. We've inserted the cold card, what is this, OpenDime wallet into the computer here, and we're checking it out. So here's what it shows me. I'm going to expose some of my files here. So, oh, well, I have, JPEGs with graphics for the show and stuff. So here's what the directory looks like. Let's go over to our browser mode and maybe even our zoomed up browser mode. That might be good. We can see there's an advanced directory, there's an index.htm, and there's a readme. So it said to open the index.htm. Let's go ahead and open that up. Open into a different browser window, but I'll show it to you right here. It says this page, by using OpenDime, you agree to our terms, and presumably the same thing in a couple other languages. So let's say okay. Here it is. Your OpenDime is new and unused. Follow these steps to pick a private key. Okay. Let's see. By using OpenDime, you agree to our terms of services. Open your file explorer and look for OpenDime drive. Copy files onto OpenDime until at least 256K bytes have been saved. Once that total is reached, you will see the light blinking quickly and the device will eject by itself. Ignore the system warning. Okay, so this sounds really weird. I'm not quite sure what we're doing here. My theory is that we're copying some files on there to create some randomness for the OpenDime. Taking a look at the OpenDime directory, it says that it's a 40 meg directory. It says 256K bytes. Haven't had that kind of restriction in a while. Let me see what I've got. Here's some random, let's see, here we go. Perfect. I found an image. This is a picture of lightning, right? So I'm going to take my picture of lightning, which is 576 kilobytes, and it says, let's see, copy onto OpenDime. So it says volumes OpenDime. So I'm just going to drop this into the folder with the OpenDime stuff, and it says that I will see the light blinking quickly and the device will eject itself. So here we go. I'm copying the file. The light is blinking quickly. Has the device ejected itself? Let's say yes, disk not ejected properly. So the Mac is not happy with it. The OpenDime has ejected itself. The next instruction is to reload this page. So I've reloaded this page, and this is the public key for my OpenDime. So by copying that file onto there, I created randomness, presumably, and that randomness was used to create this public key. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and open up my wallet here on my phone. I've got some choices here. I've got Green Wallet. I've also got Cash App. And lately I'm more into Cash App because I think Cash App is combining the transactions together. so they're not charging me for fees, at least right now. Who knows how long that's going to last. But once you have some Bitcoin in your Cash App account, you can go into the settings and you can enable Bitcoin deposits and withdrawals. This previously was not available under Cash App. It was not a very good wallet, but it's gotten a little better. So we're going to give that a try. Let's see. My goal is to put about $5 into each one of these. Let's see. So let's try 005. That's about $5. So I've told the device that I want $5. I'm scanning the QR code. Now, I always check the address before I send. So 17F on the front, 2VU on the end. So I'm going to go ahead and say confirm and set my cash pin. And boom, there it is. I've sent $5 to this wallet. Let's see what happens when we push the check balance button. Looks like OpenDime has their own wallet explorer. Similar to what you might find at Blockstream. Hey, there it is right here. My transaction's already been sent for 005. That'll be sent out to my OpenDime wallet. Excellent. Click on any of these links to check the balance. You can double check the balance at a different block explorer. That's a nice feature of this website, in case you didn't trust them or something. And there it is. I've put well, I'm way more than $5. Looks like I put $50 into there. So I need to add another 0 next time. And now we're going to see about how do we get this money back, right? How do we get the balance back from the OpenDime wallet? So first we're going to check out the OpenDime website at opendime.com. And they had a little tutorial here. I think we're going to take a look at that.
This OpenDime as soon as possible. It'll last pretty long. It can take a lot of damage, but it's always better to have a backup. So you'd want to move. You want to move it. So the first step. So this whole video, what we're going to do is we're just going to go through really quickly how you, a Bitcoin noob, can remove Bitcoin from this OpenDime that you received as a gift. So the first step that you want to do is, and all you're going to need is a phone and a computer. The first step you want to do is, you see this hole right here? It says Bitcoin. You want to unseal the device by sticking a thumbtack or a small nail through the hole, and it's going to push out a little chip that is on the other side of the hole. So once you get that out.
All right, so this sounds pretty doable. So I've removed the OpenDime here, which I just realized is not backed up at all. So that's very exciting for me. I wish I'd sent $5. But here's the OpenDime. Here's a push pin. And things have already gotten exciting in Bitcoin. So I'm just going to poke the push pin through the hole as instructed. It looks like on the other side of the hole, if you can see there is a little chip. And the whole thing, it looks like it's been kind of encased in a plastic covering, hopefully for protection. My $50 are on the line. So here we go. Try not to poke myself. Pushing the push pin through. Very strange. And it's through. So for what it is, there it is. $50 in the OpenDime. God willing. Next time, let's send $5. So I'm going to put this back in. And we're going to see what's happened. So red light is blinking. Green light is blinking. Seems different than last time. And the green light is blinking now. Let's see what they say.
It might take a little bit of finagling, but once you get that out, you're going to have an unsealed OpenDime. And you're going to stick it into your computer. If you did this correctly, it should be, the lights should be red and green. It should be both. If it's just green, it means you have to remove that chip better by sticking the thumbtack in the hole.
All right, so mine came up red and green.
Now, as you can see, we have the OpenDime has popped up on the screen. You're going to want to download Blockstream Green Wallet. It's available on both the App Store and Google Play, so iPhone or Android. And you're going to pull up this QR code. This QR code is the key. So now I'm going to switch to show you the view from the phone. Let's see if I can get this here, because I actually have to film the screen. Because Blockstream Green blocks screen recording.
Oh, that's nice. That's a feature.
So you're going to set up your Blockstream Green wallet. I already set up this one. Keep in mind, when you do set it up, use a better pin than I just used. But keep in mind those seed words those backup words, the offline backup words that they gave you, make sure you store them in a safe place because they're the backup for your Bitcoin if something happens to your phone. Now you simply want to just click settings here, settings,
Settings, got it.
scroll down,
Scrolling.
click sweep from paper wallet,
Sweep from paper wallet.
click main account or whichever wallet you have there.
Main account's
You're gonna
fine.
give green permission to use the camera.
And I'm scanning the
Then
QR code.
You're going to
And
scan that QR code that I showed on the screen before, and you're going to pick your fee. It shows how much money is on the OpenDime. In this case, it's 100,000 sats. Well, 99,000 sats. It's going to show a recipient address. That's your own address. It's a green wallet, and then you can pick a fee depending on how long you're willing to wait. I'm willing to wait here, so I'm going to press review.
all right.
Sweep from paper wallet. In this case, that's
Let's do it. I'm going to go review. I'm going to sweep from paper wallet. I'm clicking slide to send. And there it is, right? It's done. Let's see. Sending, receiving. We're waiting. Do I have multiple accounts? Oh, there we go. I've got an account called Green Import, but there's nothing in there. So not a great start. Let's see. Back to the main account. All right. I push the buttons, but nothing happens. So this may happen to you. Try one more time. Let's see. So I'm going to go back to sweep from paper wallet. I'm going to go into main account. I'm going to scan that QR code again. It says no UTXO is found. So it must have gotten them last time. Do I have to go in and out of the wallet to get it to refresh? I don't know. Let's try that. Big money on the line here. Let's see. Well, still nothing. So maybe it's waiting to be included in a block or something like that. But I can tell you some basic things that happened here on the OpenDime when I did violently penetrate it with a push pin. So I'm going to go ahead and eject the OpenDime. Hopefully it's still importing. Would have been nicer if that just worked, huh? Let's see. Is OpenDime ejecting? It's really easy to lose faith on these devices quickly. Already I'm thinking I should do a backup copy of that private key. I don't trust these little USB drives. It seems, oh, there we go. It happened. I don't care anymore. Basically, my $50 is back. I mean, the couple bucks are missing, which is fine because I wanted to send it out there and send it back. But the OpenDime worked. So the only problem is now I have not a very useful OpenDime. So like a piggy bank, this OpenDime has now been opened and essentially is worthless. So that's good. Let's take a look at these other two OpenDimes. Let's load them up. So this time we're going to send actually $5 instead of $50. Bad interface over at Cash App, not letting me really see how much it was. So we've got a new OpenDime here. We're going to follow the instructions again, which are once you put the disk in, you open the index.htm right there, plug into USB. Step 2, open index.htm and follow the steps. So here we go, index.htm, just showing you guys. Here's the instructions. Copy some kind of random file on there. Presumably, this is using the random file to create the Bitcoin wallet. So I found a file right here. Copying it over. Once you copy it over, the drive begins blinking green, and it then automatically ejects itself. This has already happened for me. I'm going to now remove the OpenDime. It's gone. Then I'm going to put it back in. And what this is doing is it's generating the unique wallet. So the OpenDime doesn't come pre-configured. That's really important in a hardware wallet. You need to be the one configuring it. Otherwise, someone else could steal your Bitcoin really easily. So now when I look at this OpenDime, when I open the index, let's see, we refresh this page. it now shows a Bitcoin payment address. This is a public key, so it's okay if you guys look at it. If you send money to it, it'll just send money to this OpenDime, and I'll likely forget about it. If you look at the directory structure, it's got that index that we're looking at right now. It also has a file named private key, which it says sealed, and QR code, which is presumably not the private key because it shouldn't show you that, but it's presumably the QR code for the public key. It looks like it's the public key. So those are what it contains in the directory there. This is like a good gift to give away to someone. If you had these, you can get 3 of these for $40 or $50, something like that. So they're much more affordable than, say, a Trezor or a Ledger, but they're much more of a demonstration wallet. This would be great for your friends that don't believe in Bitcoin. Maybe put $100 on here, tell them to hold on to it for a few years, and then in a few years, you have a good time. You get to tell them to poke through a computer chip with a push pin. It's pretty fun. I just did it. It was not bad at all. So my goal here is to load these up. So let's see, I'm going to go back into Cash App. This time, hopefully not send all my money, have stress. So I'm going to copy a new address. Let's see. Oh, that's a deposit Bitcoin. Withdraw Bitcoin. We'll go with 0.0. Let's see. What did we send last time? Let's send less than that. Let's use a favorite website. Preve.com still works great. So I want to send $5, which is 0005, not 205. So 0005 should be $5 this time. Much better at not draining my whole account. And to load up this OpenDime, just like any other OpenDime, you hit this QR code right here. I'm scanning that with my phone wallet. I'm agreeing to put $5 in there. And there it is, $5 on its way to an OpenDime. So it's just that easy. I set one up here on the air. I went ahead and exposed the private key by pushing a push pin through the chip. It worked. I was able to withdraw the funds back into a green wallet. And right here, we should see pretty soon Cash App is going to load this one up. While we're doing this and waiting on this one, I'm going to go ahead and load up the second one. So here we go. Ejecting OpenDime 1. You don't need to have the hardware wallet plugged into your computer to send funds to it. There it is right there. That one just got $5. So I want to just load up the other one. Part of this task here is I've had these sitting around for months and months, and I want them to be used. I want to be done with them. So the reason I couldn't get rid of them and be done with them is I was supposed to demonstrate them, even the ones that I bought. So same thing here. We're going to do another OpenDime. This should be really easy by now. You guys probably have it down. I've inserted the USB drive. I'm now going to open up another directory and copy an image. Just pick a random JPEG, something like that, something that's about half a meg. It wants a quarter of a meg, but what's covering it with a little more. Copy that file onto the OpenDime, just like you were writing a file to a zip drive. Let's see. Nothing at all happens. Now, there we go. It's blinking. It's blinking red now. Let's see what's happening. It should eject itself. All right, let's see. No, this one didn't work. Let's see. So I'm ejecting it again. Take a look. I think the reason they put this plastic shield on here is so it's tamper-proof, so you could see really clearly if the Bitcoin hole had been knocked out on your OpenDime. See, we've got a question from the chat. IBLB says the fee when that stash hits the moon is going to be insane because it's not a SegWit address. I suppose so. These are probably the older OpenDimes. I don't know if they've done new ones that are better, but these are the ones I got. These are I mean, there'll be some kind of fee. Let's see. So looking at it again, index, copy a file of at least 256K bytes onto the OpenDime. The other one worked really good. Let's see what's going on here. So got my file. All right, copying the file. It's funny, it's finishing this time. The previous times it said that it would take the file in as randomness, but this one is just copying files. Well, your OpenDimes may not work. Let's see, it doesn't matter what the files are. Usually 1 or 2 photos is enough. The random information will be generated that way. Maybe not in this case. So I guess I'm just going to give it a couple more files and see what's going on. Now it's saying there's not enough space. So that's definitely something. So I don't know about these OpenDimes. The first 2 worked really good. This third one is not working. So one of them's worth $5, one of them's already been cleared off, and one of them doesn't seem to work at all. So not very effective demonstration by the OpenDimes. I don't know what's wrong with this one. I'm just going to have to set it aside. Best we've got. So not sure what happened there. Maybe I'll try it again later, but I don't have any more information on that. So I put the good one in a bag. Got to try to separate that. And really, I don't know. I might just claim my $5 off there. Be done with it. The second wallet here that we're going to demo for you is called a Ballet Crypto. Ballet Crypto comes in a cardboard box. Looks like just a card inside. This is not a hardware wallet. This is not an electronic wallet. This is something new that Bobby Lee's invented. So Bobby Lee over at BTCC and some other things created this. It says cryptocurrency wallet real series stainless steel, world's first multi-currency non-electronic physical wallet. Easy, safe, reliable. The primary coin is Bitcoin. Has multi-currency support. Has a mobile app. Immediately access. No accounts. No setups. Real-time portfolio value. So the main thing about this one is that you kind of have to put some trust in it, right? As you were seeing with the OpenDimes, I was generating the randomness that creates the private keys. So I was doing that right there by copying the file on. It worked on 2 out of 3. With this one, part of the key is created. I asked Bobby Lee personally about this because I was concerned, as you guys probably are. Half of the key is generated at one factory and half is generated at another factory. And I guess they meet in the stickers on the back, and that's the only time they meet. Something like that. Again, this is more of a test wallet, more of something to use to hand out crypto to your friends, not necessarily a massive vault that you keep all your money in. And again, you shouldn't keep all your money in anything. But seems pretty secure here in the cardboard. Let's go ahead and crack it open. Let's see what's going on with the Ballet Crypto. It's Christmas today. Okay, so you open it up. It's got a description of it. It's got a picture of it. It tells you not to lose it. And it looks like it has a plastic shield to keep your Ballet Crypto wallet in. So it's got a card. Card appears to be stuck in there somehow. Maybe this is a security feature. Do not use this wallet if it's been tampered with. So presumably this card is stuck down really good to make it clear. Oh, no, it just slides out. It's a heavy piece of metal. I don't want to show it too much. I don't know which parts of the private key. I figure that the private key happens when you peel this sticker off. I assume this is the public key. It also says verify and wallet passphrase scratch off. So there you go. Let's give this a try. So it's got a QR code on the back. It says quick start, scan. the new versions of iPhone, I don't know about Android, if you scan things with the camera, it will say open the QR code at the top. You can click that, and now it's opening up balletcrypto.com, the same website that we're on. It includes a quick start instructions. Can't quite see it because it's white. Oh, there we go. Quick start, physical inspection, download the Ballet crypto app, how to receive cryptocurrency, and how to send cryptocurrency, and also a 6th section, important. So physical inspection. So look at the card, make sure there's a logo in the upper corner, make sure that the sticker's not been tampered with, make sure that the wallet passphrase scratch off is intact. So I'm just going to feel around here. I feel pretty secure. Bobby Lee personally gave me this card, so I'm not that worried about it, but seems fine. Okay, step 2, download the Ballet crypto app. So you can click this button. Oh, the page you're looking for doesn't exist. So that's not good, Bobby. Got a whoopsie there. I clicked balletcrypto.com/n/app to download the app. Try one more time. Nope. That page does not exist. So you got to test out your setup, guys. Ballet Crypto, you have an error. So I'm going to the App Store. Do this the old-fashioned way. Search for Ballet and CRY. It comes right up. And I'm downloading and installing the Ballet Crypto app. So great. Great. All right, let's see what's going on here. Ballet Crypto app is installed. Open. Ballet, simple and elegant. Okay, so it says purchase Ballet wallets across the top, and it says at the bottom, scan to enter your Ballet wallet. So let's see if it does that light thing. It's just reflecting today. So, well, I'm going to scan to enter my Ballet wallet. So I click the scan button. I allow access to the camera, and I'm going to scan the QR code on the top of the device. It just beeped. You guys heard that. And now it looks like I have a Bitcoin wallet in my portable wallet here on the Ballet Crypto. Now I'm assuming it says that I can't send. It says I can deposit. So if I click deposit, it has, ooh, this is good. It has both Legacy and SegWit. So when I click SegWit here, it does have a second option. So shout out to Ballet Crypto. They have a SegWit option. I've got this QR code. I'm going to copy it here. This is a good chance to test out Cash App, right? See if they'll support withdrawing to a SegWit address. Good time to test everything, right? Trezor and 5 don't want to send $50. I don't even have $50, so I'm surprised I had it the first time. So go ahead and pasting in the SegWit this time address into Ballet Crypto. It's saying confirm your withdrawal to this address. I'm going to go and double check in the Ballet Crypto address, BC1 on the front, 0428 on the end. That matches up with what I'm seeing. I'm going to confirm, and I'm going to go ahead and deposit. Oh, got to put your PIN in. And I'm going to deposit funds into this Ballet Crypto wallet right here. So let's see. I can copy the address here and go out to blockstream.info, and I can look that up. So there we go. And I search, and it looks like they've already sent it. So $5 is being sent out to this wallet. Let's go back to the Ballet screen. BTC, real Bitcoin account. Says tap up to see the wallet details. So it looks like you could have multiple of these metal card wallets and then put them into your phone. Oh, there it is. I've got $5 in Bitcoin in here. It's still verifying. So, oh no, it's confirming. It says on my little card. This is very strange. It says I can send it. How? Okay, do I have to destroy the card? We're on a test mission here, so let's give that a try. I'm going to go ahead and go over to Blockstream Green Wallet. Got to log in again. And I'm going to copy and paste my public address. So here we go, receive. I'm going to share this address. I'm going to copy it. It's funny, is that not a SegWit? I don't know, whatever. So I'm going to go into send, and I'm inputting an address, and let's see, is it going to let me paste? Oh. Sometimes you have to just touch it just right to paste. I would share more of this and share the screens and stuff, but I know I'm going to screw up. So this is just easier. Okay, so tap it really slowly. There we go. I tapped it twice. The paste button came up. It's got my address in there. I'm going to push done. I'm going to tell it to send it all. It says there's going to be $4 unless I set the fee down. Okay, I set the fee down. There'll be like $4.80. Push next and see what it says. Okay, this is what I thought. So at this point, your Ballet crypto wallet, when you ask it to withdraw or to send, it says that you need to go to the card, go to the physical card, and scratch off that wallet code. So since I'm not going to scratch off the wallet code, it's going to remain as some kind of a hardware wallet, right? Some kind. Like there's $5 in there. And the private code, well, there's two parts. So there's one part, scratch off and enter your wallet passphrase. So presumably this wallet passphrase is going to allow me to send, but it isn't going to be the private key. I guess that if I took the other part, this metal part here, if I took that part off, I'm thinking the private key would be under there. So if Ballet Crypto goes out of business, likely, I can peel off this metal thing and get to my actual private key. I'd guess the words or another QR code with a private key would be under there. With these other stuff, I think if I scratch that off, I'd be able to send, but it's not really my goal to send. My goal was to just open these up and put $5 in each one. So done. Ballet Crypto. As far as other wallets, let's see wallet details. Deposit, manage. Okay, so it does look like if you go into manage accounts, it has a whole bunch of other coins that you could activate on your Ballet Crypto. I don't know that these coins would be as secure as the Bitcoin. I'd guess that this universal kind of the private key under here links your Bitcoin account to all of your other accounts. So you'd still be able to get it off. But I think it would be a lot harder to get these other coins off if you had a total catastrophic failure from Ballet Crypto. But as it is right now, if you want a heavy little piece of metal to give to someone with maybe $100 of Bitcoin on, friends and family, I would recommend the Ballet Crypto. It seems pretty cool. It seems similar to the OpenDime. It's kind of like a piggy bank. Once I scratch this off, it's not really a Bitcoin wallet anymore. So check out Ballet Crypto. I'll put that on my good shelf with my now $10 worth of hardware Bitcoin. It's going to last forever. And I'm going to go to the third hardware wallet we've got for you, the Shift Crypto. And I'm thinking it's going to be a Bitbox 1, not a 2. But let's find out. So it was delivered to me in metal. This is a gift from my friend Joe in England. So shout out to Joe. And it's unopened. So again, a lot of these things, it's about how it's delivered to you. Don't ever put money into one that comes pre-filled out, right? Pre-filled out, pre-opened, bad. Tampered with, bad seals, bad. But you can see this one, very secure, been in my possession for a while now. Probably impossible to cut. Let's see, I've got a pen or something. Okay, great. So I'm through. Now we find out if it's a Bitbox 1 or a Bitbox 2. Hopefully they still support it. And it is digital Bitbox. Nice. It says on the back, minimalist hardware wallet and second factor authenticator, UTF, tough and durable, secure onboard memory and true random number generator. Keep your secrets locked inside. Plug and play USB, painless backup and recovery with micro SD card, touch confirmation and LED indicator. So let's see what's going on with the Shift Digital Bitbox. So it comes with, I think that's just a reader, and then that's the SD card. So presumably the reader and the SD card, then the reader there also might do the random number generation. So that makes it a good This is more like a real hardware wallet, like a Trezor. This is something that you could put some funds on and then maybe put into a safe deposit box or bury it in your yard or put it underneath a driveway, something like that. So no instructions here. It says I go to a website to get started. So digitalbitbox.com/start. I spelled it right. That's a good start. All right, so I'm just going to follow instructions. Ooh, I got to remember I got to put my slow down. How does this work? I want to put my Ballet crypto into its fancy plastic sheath here. So there it is, sealed in plastic. That made my $5 way more valuable. All right, so I'm going to start by downloading the Bitbox app. Or I can install the app on my smartphone, but it only has it for Google Play Store, so that's no good for my iPhone. So let's see, show in Finder. And I'm just going to open up the zip file here, double-clicking on it. You guys have seen that before. And I'm going to drag the application. It says Bitbox to the applications folder. Let's see, then choose your device and follow the instructions. So I have a Bitbox 1 here, and it says step 2, plug in the Bitbox 1, insert the micro SD card into the Bitbox. So piece of cake, just manual dexterity of the world's smallest chip into this little device. So I handle device, I found a slot on that side. Think it's going to be all good. Theoretically, these only go one way, so if it doesn't go, try the other way and then try the first way again. Okay. Let's try the other way. All right, so it kind of sticks in there. Let's see, pull it out, put it back in. Yeah, that'll do, I think. Looks a little crooked to me. This is could be difficult for older users. All right, well, what the heck? We'll see if that works. I don't think it's going to. Okay, much better the other way. So if it's crooked, flip it around the other way. You haven't done it right. So there it is. Looks good. Again, standard USB. Good thing I set up this hard drive over here. And here we go. What's happening? I plugged it in. Waiting. Let's see. Set up your Bitbox. Open the Bitbox app and follow the instructions on the screen. Okay. Bitbox. I ran the app. Okay, Bitbox is downloaded from the internet. Are you sure you want to open it? Yes. Okay, so here's the Bitbox app. Let me get back to the browser screen. Create one of the following options. Create a new wallet or restore a wallet from backup. So if you had your backup words and you wanted to restore your backup words onto this Bitbox wallet, you could do that right now. We're just going to create a new wallet. Security information. Before setting up your device, it's recommended you do so in a secure environment. So you'll be asked to create 2 passwords. The first is the device password, which unlocks your Bitbox device and can be changed later. The second is the recovery password, which unlocks your wallet. This password cannot be changed later. The wallet will help you create a backed up file onto the micro SD card provided. This can be used in an emergency to recover your funds using your recovery password. Okay, so fortunately, I also have a pen and a piece of paper. I just suggest to everyone you should always write down at least one copy of your password. Maybe store it somewhere safe like a vault or a safe deposit box. So I'm pushing continue. It says now you will set your device password. You can use numbers and security for a better password, as well as symbols, longer passwords. Okay, so we're doing a password. It's got the device password. Well, I'm only going to put $5 on here, so I'm just going to try it out. But let's see where it's going. So I've got a good password. I think I've got some symbols, and yet I can still hopefully type it correctly. Okay, so I set the device password and click set. It says that my digital Bitbox requires a firmware update. I'm Jack's complete lack of surprise. But let's go ahead and do that. Little note on firmware updates. These are the serious updates of the computer world. The firmware update is the one where you don't want to turn the computer off because you'll brick the device. Just keep that in mind. Also, when you're updating your Apple Watch, it's always a firmware update every single time. So never disconnect your Apple Watch when it's updating. You'll have to send it back. Looks like we're getting a major update. We're going from version 2.2.3 to 7.0.4. Normally, you want to make sure that you have your words backed up, that you have access to your backups, because if you screw it up, you could lose funds. But since I've never used this before, there's nothing to lose. So go ahead and upgrade. To upgrade the firmware, tap to abort. Hold for 4 seconds to confirm. This little device has a little click thing. I think that's so you can use it for 2FA. Oh, looks like I tapped to cancel. Good. All right. Hold for 4 seconds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. The bootloader is unlocked. To continue, please unplug and replug your Bitbox. The LED will light up when your Bitbox is plugged back in. Tap the touch button when the LED lights up. So here we go. I've unplugged the USB. 1, 2, 3. I have replugged the USB. There's a light on the top. And I don't know what to do now. So I guess I'm going to touch it. Okay, so I touched it. I don't think anything's happening. All right, so that was not very impressive. All right, so it looks like the device has come back up. I'm not sure if the firmware update went, but I'm going to enter my device password. And click unlock. And we're still on the firmware upgrade. So let's try that once more. Hold 4 seconds to confirm. Okay, the bootloader is unlocked. To continue, please unplug and replug your Bitbox. The LED will light up when it's plugged back in. Tap the touch button when the LED lights up. Okay, here we go. This time for sure. Unplugged. Replugged. LED. Tap. Okay, this time the LED double tapped. Oh, man, please not. Oh, there we go. Upgrading. Hey. So this is the don't disconnect part. So I usually take my hands off the computer away from the mouse. This isn't a good time to load another program or check the email. That's a path to ruin. Never do that during a firmware update. Just let it go because you'll forget and you'll start closing programs. Okay, upgrade successful. Please replug the device. This time, do not touch the button. This is really confusing, but okay, here we go. This time, don't touch the button. All right, the device is in. It's got a light on it. Please connect your device to get started. All right, there it is. Hey, it's come up. It's got the password again. Getting good at entering it. All right, so I entered the device password, and we did it. We upgraded the firmware. Woo! 2.2 to 7.03, that's a heck of an upgrade. I'm sure this is much better software than it previously was, and I got this a while ago, so it's good to finally get it using. So create a new wallet. Insert the micro SD card into the Bitbox. Choose a recovery password for the wallet and select Set Recovery Password Now. The backup to the micro SD card and your recovery password is the only method to recover your funds in the case of a lost or stolen Bitbox device. You cannot change your recovery password later without transferring your funds. Okay. So this sounds like an alternative to writing down our words. We're instead going to have a micro SD card and a recovery password. So set recovery password now. There's a lot of checkboxes here. It's a pretty scary screen for new users. It says, I understand that I cannot change the recovery password later. The recovery password is required to restore a wallet from the backup. I will not be able to access my funds if I forget my recovery password. Serious stuff. So let's see, recovery password. Okay, so I've come up with a good password, I think, hopefully. I don't know that it matters that much. It's just I have to remember it, and I've written it down, so that should work. Oh, looks like they don't like, or it doesn't match. Let's see. The box is red for some reason. It's not giving me any information about that. Oh, I see. Wallet name. So that's weird. You have to create a wallet name, so we'll call it Bitbox. And then you put your recovery password in. So that's why the box was red. Let's see. Double checking the recovery password with the recovery password I've written down on a piece of paper. It's really important to do this. I often try to rush through things, but especially with this password that they say cannot be changed, it's very important to write it down properly. So here we go. Password's in. I wrote it down, God willing. Here we go. Create wallet. It's likely generating the randomness on the device. The little extra part of the USB likely has it. There it is. Here's a summary of what you've done. Your wallet has been securely backed up to the micro SD card. Remove it and keep it safe. You've created a secure device password that unlocks the Bitbox. And you've created a secure recovery password for your wallet that unlocks your funds and restores your backups. Get started. It says getting information from the blockchain. This is a SegWit Bitcoin account and is recommended for lower network fees. If you've just upgraded from the previous app, you can find your funds in the Bitcoin Legacy account, which you can enable in the settings. If you want to try cutting-edge technology and save even more network fees, go to settings and enable a native SegWit Bitcoin account, which uses the BEC32 address format. So that's pretty cool. It also says that it's synchronizing blocks. So I don't know if this is a node. Maybe it's a node. Maybe it just synchronizes the blocks for some reason. It also says keep the micro SD card stored separate from the Bitbox unless you want to manage backups. So it's kind of upset with me. Let's see. Manage device. Factory reset. Mobile apps. Generate random number. And it shows that the micro SD card is in. Mainly I was looking for eject. Let's see. Settings. Interesting settings. So there's no eject, so I'm going to close this program, the Bitbox program, and I'm not seeing it as a drive in my computer, so I'm going to be a bad boy, and I'm going to eject it without asking. Computer didn't even warn me. Now at this point, I'm ejecting the itty-bitty micro SD card, and I'm putting it back into its case, trying not to mess it up. But it seems like you could break it in half pretty easily. So I'd be very careful with this. Here's the picture. So there's Inside of that card is my private key, which was randomly generated by this little device, the digital Bitbox. And when combined with my password, I should be able to send my funds. So right now I'm plugging the digital Bitbox back into the computer, and I'm going to go ahead and load the application. So it's asking me for my device password to unlock the device. There we go, unlocked. It's still synchronizing the blocks. I'm not sure where it's going to put them all. I don't think that it's a node. It certainly doesn't have a hard drive. This is a SegWit Bitcoin account, or I could get a native SegWit Bitcoin account. Let's just try this one for now. So I've got a send and a receive button. The send button was grayed out, but that might be because I just don't have any funds. So let's check it out right here. I've got my Cash App wallet. I want to withdraw Bitcoin. I want to do a 0.0005. My goal is to put $5 in each of these wallets. I scanned the QR code. It came up. I always like to check the beginning and the ends of the wallet addresses. 325V, CCHP, looks good. And confirm, input your cash pin, piece of cake. And there we go. We've sent some funds to this wallet. Let's get a Explorer going here. And see when Cash App sends my $5 over to my digital Bitbox. Check the Bitbox screen, see what's going on there. We can see on the side here, it's got Bitcoin, BEC32, Bitcoin Legacy, Litecoin, and Litecoin BEC32. So pretty good stuff. Not a lot of coins, but it does look like a pretty high technology stack over at the Bitbox. Nothing here yet. Still waiting. Says 0 Bitcoin and 0.00 CHF. I think that's Swiss currency. Interesting. Well, Cash App has sent it. We're waiting for the wallet to receive it. The send button is grayed out. I'm not sure if that's going to light up afterwards or if we have to use that secondary password to send. This is also supposed to be a 2FA device, so that could be interesting. You could use this for 2FA, maybe to log into Google or something like that. They were so fast before. It just shows it never works when you're watching it on the TV. So let's go and open up the next hardware wallet here. I've got an extra USB port even. This is the Trezor. This is the previous model of the Trezor. I got it for kind of a deal on Amazon.com, so maybe I'm getting ripped off long term. But it was $25. It was from Crypto HW Wallet. I've met that guy, so he seems pretty legit. And more importantly, you can see it's shrink wrapped. Certainly, shrink wrap is easy to fake, so let's not get excited by shrink wrap. The things that are interesting are these metal stickers. Hologram stickers on the top and on the bottom. They need to be intact if you're going to use your Trezor. I think this is okay. The main thing you'd really want to look for is if they'd remove the metal stickers entirely and maybe replace them with their own stickers. These do look to be unique Trezor stickers, so they would have to generate their own unique Trezor stickers. Again, not impossible if you really wanted to hack these. So what you'd be looking for is some kind of removal. I guess if they really wanted to rip me off, they would just print new cardboard boxes that say Trezor and then put any kind of a metal thing on the top. So maybe you should buy these directly from the manufacturer for best results. But we're going to give this a try. We're going to put $5 on here. So caution, if you suspect the package has been opened by someone else, keep the box as is and contact Trezor support. So I don't think that it's been opened by someone else, so I'm going to go ahead and open it. I also want to see, ideally, that it does leave some residue. So it does. You can see here that both on the side that I've opened, you can see the little markings, and the side that's not opened, that it has left markings. So presumably this is all good. I don't see any other parts on the box that have been damaged. But you want to be very careful, especially if you're perhaps storing a lot of Bitcoin into one of these wallets. Also, it looks like the box has been glued shut. So having the box glued shut is probably a pretty good idea, right? To open this, I feel I really kind of have to tear it a little and cause damage to the box, unless I had my scissors. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just kind of tear it a little because it's not my goal to resell this or anything. This is a wallet I got on Amazon for... right now they're going for $35, but I got this for $25, and I just thought it was so cheap. I had to buy it to just have another Trezor to try it out. So there it is. Whether it was glued shut or not, I went ahead and destroyed the top of the package. So if you get one like this in the mail, don't put your money on there. Right? Just better be secure. So the Trezor box comes with a little user manual. Comes with a little plastic kind of a foam ring, a little USB cable, cute little Trezor hanging thing to attach, and the little white Trezor itself. Also comes with a card for your recovery seed to write it twice on, and some Trezor stickers. Good job, Trezor. None of the other hardware wallets here came with stickers, so opportunity missed. We do have an update from Digital Bitbox. I've received the $5, at least it's on its way. The send button is grayed out. We'll see if that comes back on, maybe when the funds are totally sent. Refreshing on blockstream.info, and we do have the $5, so that part worked. Back to the Trezor. Comes in a little pack here. Comes with a little plastic screen cover. I'm going to remove that. Ooh, I know, screen covers. I kind of like this handle thing. That seems like a good idea. So I'm going to try to attach that in the corner. Make your Trezor easier to not lose. Of course, they don't have a floating model yet. There's no floaty included. And it doesn't look like this goes through easy. Let's see. Try the other way. Nope. So no such luck on a easy to install little handle thing. I'm going to try it a little more, but it looks like it's getting stuck in there. So come on. I don't have, oh, actually I do. Check it out. Another use for the paperclip. Help to install the little Trezor handle thing. Stringing that string through there. Got it. All right. So there you go. If you have the paperclip for the Bitbox, you can use it to install the little Trezor handle. Oops. And there it goes. It better be tough. I'm smashing it around already. So there it is. Trezor on a string. Nice of them to include that. Let's see. We've also got our USB cable. And they're currently blank. Your personal wallet recovery seed, and it includes 2 of these, so I suggest that you fill them both out. The Trezor is much more like a serious user wallet where you could store larger amounts of funds. What's good about the Trezor setup that we're about to go through right now is that you write down the actual words for your wallet. So the words are your key. If you have your words in the future, you can always use your words to access your wallet if your hardware wallet goes bad or anything like that. So when you go to the Trezor website, they have 2 different Trezors that you can set up. Trezor Model 1, which is the original Trezor, and Trezor Model T, which is Trezor with a touchscreen. So we're saving money here. So this was Trezor Model 1. As you click that, before you start, it says what I said. What a good job they did here with this website. You can see the tamper-resistant seal that it says Trezor on it. These seals are only on the box, not the device itself. Please make sure that your seals have not been broken. So, good job, Trezor. What do they do next? All right, it says connect your Trezor to continue. Pretty simple stuff here, but I'll show you just in case. Top of your Trezor, big part, bottom is the insert part. Insert the cable. It's a standard USB cable, so if you lose it or need a cable like this in the future, you probably have one. Comes with maybe your e-reader or one of your other devices. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. I always try to plug USB in the wrong way first. I don't know why that is. So now I've plugged it in, and it says we're going to do the same thing that we just did on the Bitbox. Is we're going to do a firmware update. So when I look at the little Trezor screen, it says, welcome, please visit trezor.io/start. So we've already went ahead and loaded the new Trezor page, and it says install firmware. Once again, always be careful when installing firmware. This is the serious computer update. This is the do not restart, do not turn your program off and on, don't close any programs, take your hands off the computer. Normally, I ensure that I have the backup words already, but since this is my first time using this wallet, I don't have any words and I don't have any funds in here, so there's nothing to worry about. So here we go, click and install firmware. Well, that was easier than the Bitbox. I didn't have to trick the device into firmware mode to get it to go. I don't know if that's better or worse. Probably a big security discussion there. But here we go. It says reconnect the Trezor to continue. Remember, for things like this, you often have to unplug the USB. I like to count to 3 and then plug the USB back in. So we're checking this out. What's happening? See, the Trezor device says update finished successfully. Reconnect the device. So let's try it from the top this time. All right, Trezor screen went off. I'm plugging it back in. It says go to trezor.io start. Here's your 2 options. Just like the Bitbox, you can import an existing wallet to the Trezor if you just had the words and you wanted to load those up onto a hardware wallet, or if you're like us, you're brand new, you can create a wallet here. So I want to make sure it doesn't show me the codes or anything right here. I'm going to take that off screen for just a second. I'm going to click create wallet. So I click create wallet. It says preparing your Trezor. Excellent. Your Trezor is ready. Okay, so now it says your Trezor is not backed up. I got to give it to Trezor on this setup. That was a really sharp intro there. We didn't have to do that much, and we're on our way. So that was pretty fast. So our Trezor is not backed up. So let's see what happens. Create a backup in 3 minutes. Before you know, let's see, create a backup. Your recovery seed is your backup. Your words are your keys. Do not take a photo of your recovery seed. Do not store it on a computer. Do not save it in your cloud storage. Never upload it to the internet, and don't show people. So I'm going to do it on the other screen here. I'm not going to show it to you guys. I understand and agree. Now it says write down your recovery seed on your Trezor. So one of the features of the Trezor device is that it has a little screen. So it's actually not even going to show it to you guys on the screen. It's only going to show it to me on the little Trezor screen. So this is going to take a little while. I'm going to write down the words. All right, and I'm going to suggest to you guys you just go ahead and fill out both cards so that you'll have 2 backups and your Trezor. So essentially you'll have 3 backups of your wallet. So you click the next button on the Trezor on the physical device, and it gives you the next word. These words are a limited list of words, similar to the Scrabble dictionary. Only some words are included. So if in the future you've written a word down wrong and you can't spell like me, or you can't read your handwriting, there would be a limited number of words that you could pick another word from. So you'd still have a chance at it, but do your best to write them down slowly and properly in the numbered boxes for each word. And fortunately, systems like Trezor or even Green Wallet will make you retype in a bunch of your words. So you can't skip around this. You can't just memorize your words for a minute and then type them back in. It's really important that you write down your words. When I'm writing the words down here, it's going to, the $5 I send will be inside these words. So if I can keep copies of this words in the future and read my bad handwriting, I could get my $5 back. Maybe I could get a Tesla. The 6th word. I'm a little curious to see how many words it makes me fill out. I didn't really click any settings or anything like that, so I don't know if it defaulted to 12, 18, or 24. I imagine the more words, the more secure, but the more chance of you screwing them up or not typing them in properly in the future, things like that. So more chance of user error, but more security. We're on the 7th word. And yes, I'm updating both cards. It looks like they've done a better job with the cards. Previously, the cards used to be kind of slick, so you couldn't use a Sharpie pen. You want to be careful. Don't use a felt pen. Sharpie's probably okay. Permanent ink is good. I'm using a ballpoint pen. You wouldn't want to use a pencil. You wouldn't want to use anything that would make it where you couldn't read the words. Let's see. 9th word. Let's see. IBLB says I should pull the device out. It's likely if I did that halfway through here, I'd have to create a new set of words. These words are likely unique every time, and if I broke this session with the words, these words would probably be worthless, and I would probably create a new set of words. So better not to do that for the purposes of this exciting demonstration. I'm on the 11th word. It is pretty neat that the Trezor never shows you the words. It only puts them on the screen of the device. That really does provide more security than, say, the original version of the Ledger or the early hardware wallets where the keys would be displayed on the computer. So if the hacker had control of your computer, they could just watch the words go by on the key. Okay, here we go. Apparently, even though the words and everything are on the Trezor still needs to be connected, probably for power. So I probably can't pull it out and run it on its own because it doesn't have its own power source, which is also nice. You don't have to charge it, and the battery's not going to die. Okay, here we go. I'm up to the 14th word. And that's why these make for such great demonstrations. That's why when you see those cooking shows on TV, they're always like, they've cooked the brownies beforehand, right? And they just reach into the oven. They're like, and your brownies will be done just like this. So we're giving you the real demo here. We had that issue with the OpenDime earlier. We're going to circle back, see if I can fix that. But right now we're working on setting up the Trezor. We had no problems setting up the other two OpenDimes and no problem setting up the digital Bitbox or the Ballet crypto. Actually, Ballet crypto, they have an error in their setup. Remind me after the video to tell them on Twitter. The 18th word. This looks like we're going for the full 24 words, which is good, more secure, and makes more sense for users. You give them a piece of paper, has 24 words on it. They should write down 24 words. That's going to feel like it makes sense to them. The word boxes are pretty good. I feel I almost have enough space to write the words, yet while it's still a pretty small card that you could hide somewhere or put in a safe deposit box. So, pretty common English words. No spelling problems so far. Just trying to write legibly. 21st word. Interesting choice there. And the 23rd word. Also, good idea to, when you're using a Trezor, you want to make sure that it's somewhere plugged in where you can see the screen. I've done it before where I had to plug it into a tower on the floor. That can make it very difficult between leaning back and forth to get the words. So much better right now. I have it plugged into something on my desk. So it's a lot closer and easier to write down. I probably did this in a record time compared to the other ones I'd set up. So there it is. I have my 24 words. Now there's a button that says again on the device. Let's see, check your seed again. So it's now asking me to check the seed against my card. So I'm just going to page through on the device, probably the most times that I push the buttons on this device. So they better work. Here we go, checking the words. It's gotten a lot better than the previous times. Previously, I think it used to just show you a picture of all the words, not go one at a time like this. So their interface has gotten better. The last one I set up was one of the Trezor Model Ts with the touchscreen. That was a nice setup as well. I do kind of like these clicky buttons, though. It feels very secure, very physical, not very complicated, very simple. Checking my words. Okay, they look good. Trezor says I successfully backed up my device, so they're not going to make me type them in. That's interesting. Now getting the option to put a PIN number on my Trezor. I'm going to do that. Let's see. Do you really want to enter a new PIN? You push confirm on the device. Then you enter the new PIN. They're still doing that confusing number grid where they show you a weird grid of numbers and then you choose. So I'm going to choose. This is good so that it confuses anyone if they were watching your screen. Like you can see here, it doesn't assign the numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. It assigns them in a random order each time. So if I was watching over your shoulder and I saw you push 1, 2, 3, 4, for all I know, you could be pushing 4, 7, 8. So crazy stuff. Let's get the code set in here. This pin is okay, but could be safer. I know. And I enter the pin twice. It resets the characters, so it moves the characters around. So it will be different when you're typing it the second time. All right, my pin is set. I can now name my device. $5. And confirm. And you have to put the pin in to name the device. You have to look at the device. The number grid will be on the device, and then you use that to enter your pin. All right, pin entered, confirmed. Do you really want to name the device $5? Yes. Device name $5. You chose a wonderful name. Thank you. It also says to bookmark Trezor.io and to stay in touch by signing up for their newsletter. I'm going to skip that for now. You could also follow them on Twitter. Awesome. Your Trezor is all set and ready to go. So just keeping a track at home if you've never done a Trezor wallet before. Basically, I just had to plug the USB device into the computer. I loaded the Trezor website, trezor.io/start. Once that came up, it recognized the device. Then I wrote down my 24 words onto the 2 pieces of paper given. Now I have 2 separate backups of my wallet, as well as the Trezor itself. which can also be used to send and receive funds. So I click finish. No transactions yet. I can start receiving coins or buy some crypto. So let's do receive. Here's Bitcoin, show the full address. Says I can verify the address on the Trezor. So if you look at the little screen, it'll have the full address. So you can say continue. And now once I've confirmed the address on the device, it's showing me the address. So with the Trezor, there is an extra step there to make sure that the device is matching with the screen. So here we go. I'm going to withdraw Bitcoin from my Cash account, Cash App account, Trip01235, not screw that up like last time. Scan the QR code right here. I always like to check the front and the end of the address, so 36A, MD8. That looks good, so I'm going to confirm. Enter my Cash App PIN. And it says it's sending $5 out to this wallet. So let's say I can copy this wallet's address. Go to blockstream.info and paste that in there. Let's see, nothing's happening. No results found. That's not a good sign. That doesn't make you feel warm and fuzzy. Let's see. Copy. Let's see if it looks right. 36A. 36A. Ah, there we go. Now it's got it, and it's got the transaction it's sending. So if we go back here on Trezor, yep, I've got $5. In my Trezor, you can see the transaction. It's unconfirmed. It's 0.0005. So there it is right there. I've sent funds to the Trezor. With the Trezor, you can just go ahead and send funds out of it. You'll probably have to put your PIN number in. That's why it was important to create a PIN number. But pretty much you're all set. Once you click eject right here, forget the device. It's going to eject it. My funds are still inside there. Also going to go ahead and eject the digital Bitbox too. So I think we're nearing the end and success here. The only thing that's important is that you take all of your recovery seeds, all of your passwords, all of your hardware wallets, and put them in a secure location. Generally, I suggest a safe deposit box, like Andreas was saying in the Mastering Bitcoin book that we read a little bit of there at the beginning. Banks and physical security have been around for hundreds of years. Computer science security has only been around for about 50 years. So something like a bank is usually pretty secure. You could split up the key. You could put half in one bank, half in another bank. You could give half to one friend, half to another friend. There's a lot of different ways you could back this up. You could dig a hole in your yard and bury it in a jar. So whatever you feel comfortable with. I think we're reaching the end here. We did have that, where'd it go? This one OpenDime didn't work. So we're going to try this one more time. I'm inserting the OpenDime. It's giving me a red blinky light. Then it went to green. Okay. Interesting. Let's see. So it comes up on the side as a directory. Let's see. Maybe I didn't open the index. Maybe it didn't get hit that way. So here we go. Index, say OK. Copy files onto the OpenDime of at least 256K bytes. So I'm going to go to my directory. I've got, here's a file. It's 300 bytes, 300K bytes. So I'm copying that file over. Oh, it did it again. It got the file. Now it's blinking red. They said you'll see the light blinking quickly and the device will eject itself. Ignore the system warning. I'm going to throw another file on there, see if it'll do it. No, it looks like this one's broken. So one of the 3 OpenDimes that I got didn't work. Not complaining, just letting you know. And it's pretty weird. I don't know why that didn't work. The other 2 worked fine. So if you watch this video, you'll have seen me set up hardware wallets. We've got the OpenDime. This one has $5 inside. Very cool. If you poke out the key, somewhere, here's another one. This one, I poked out the key, so there's a little hole on the back that says Bitcoin. I put a push pin right here, pretty common. Put a push pin through this. It dislodged the little chip inside there. I'll show you right now because it's already been done. Doesn't much matter, but you can see all the way through. Push pin just goes through. It dislodges the chip. Once the chip's dislodged, when you load this in the file that says private key, it won't say sealed. It will actually have the private key. And when you look at the QR code, it won't have the public QR code. It'll have the private QR code. So once you've done this, it's like a piggy bank that you've smashed open. I put $5 in here. Now it's not very useful. But this one is cool. This one has $5 in it and hasn't been opened. So I could give this to someone as a gift. They could save it. And then later on, maybe they could get the $5 back. Good point out by IBLB in the chat. This was an older device. Maybe there's a firmware update or something, but it didn't have SegWit. So I did pay more money to put the money in here, and I'd have to pay more to get it out. So if fees are crazy high in the future, maybe I never get this $5 back. Maybe the $5 becomes $50 and it's worth it to pay the fees. I don't know. But we want to try things out. So OpenDime, all right. Ballet Crypto, this is a piece of metal. Connects to a company called Ballet Crypto. There's an app on my phone. As long as they're around, I think I can claim this. If they go away, I can remove that metal sticker there, and presumably my words and my private key are under there. You can do different types of coins with this. They have a wallet app on the iPhone. It's pretty easy to set up. I'd say these two are about similar. These are gift wallets. These are light, good for presents, not good for saving all your money forever. I set up the digital Bitbox. It comes with a small SD card as a backup. This is a more serious wallet, similar to a Trezor or a Ledger. It can also be used for two-factor authentication and has a touch button on there. So that's the digital Bitbox. They have a new version called 2.0 that I'm sure is much better, but this is the one I had. I also set up the Trezor. This is, again, similar to the Bitbox or the Ledger, a more serious hardware wallet. It comes with a screen. As I was telling you, the screen displays the words. The words are never on your computer. So if someone's watching your computer, say in a webcast like this, the words would only appear on your device, so you would be safer. I successfully put $5 in Bitcoin on all these devices using Cash App and a little bit of Green Wallet. I was able to sweep the key from the OpenDime, bringing in the wallet back into Green Address. So pretty cool stuff. And I did it. I'm out of hardware wallets. That was it. The Trezor I bought on Amazon from Crypto HW Wallet. Shout out to him. The Ballet Crypto I got for free from Bobby Lee at Tone's conference in Las Vegas. Shout out to Bobby. The digital Bitbox I got for free from my friend Joe in England. Shout out to Joe. It took me a long time to get to this, but thank you as well. And then the little OpenDimes. Oop, there we go. They got these from Amazon. It was about 3 for $40, 3 for $50, something like this. And these are, again, good for gifts. So that's about it. We're going to go ahead and wrap up the show. If you liked any of these hardware wallets and you want to donate Bitcoin to help me fill up future hardware wallets, you can donate now to the QR code on your screen. If you'd like to donate in the Lightning Network, here's a QR code for a $10 Lightning donation. You can scan it now, and you won't even have to pay any fees. So pretty cool. But thanks for joining us. I'm out of hardware wallets. If you want to send me a hardware wallet to test out, hit me up on email. It's probably madbitcoins@madbitcoins.com, something like that. Or hit me up on Twitter @madbitcoins. Says in the chat, Dima would like me to check out BC Vault next time. It supports SegWit, Legacy, Pay to Script Hash, 2,000 active wallets, UTF, and more. DM him on Twitter. Thanks, Dima. I'd love to try it out. Hit me up @madbitcoins, and we can work out how I can try out the wallet. Let's see. Michael Felton suggests a wallet called BitFi. He says BitFi is beyond cold storage and does not store anything. So that sounds cool. BTC Moon Guy says, thanks for the good info. Crypto BTC Anarchist is watching from Australia. Pretty cool. And let's see, there's something else. Oh, the Hex Guy gave me $2. So thanks, Hex Guy, for $2. You can also donate money through the chat program on YouTube, but it's better to donate Bitcoin. So thanks so much for watching. I just had these lying around, been putting it off forever. I wanted to give it a try. Obviously, not the perfect demonstration. Some things went wrong. It took a lot of time and stuff, but hopefully you guys can understand these aren't too hard to set up. You can set them up at home, and once you're set up, you can take your funds off of Coinbase. You can take them off of those exchanges, and you can store them on these fun hardware wallets. So pretty cool. Thanks again to everybody who donated the wallets and the other stuff. And until next time, bye-bye.